once again. Triple R Studios, Ray's Record Room, and the great man is opposite me again. How are you, Shooks?
Good, thanks, mate. And I just want to say, I love rock and roll. No, that's Joan Jett, isn't it? I want to rock and roll all night. Yeah, it's great, mate. It's a very sad day, but I'm glad we're going to go through some KISS albums and some Ace Frehley stuff, and then we're going to go to Wits, and Wits is going to tell us a few stories about Ace.
Yeah. Well, just quickly before I go to Wits, this is part of our album series podcast, and with the passing of Ace Frehley the other day, we'd over to you.
Yeah,
Ray, I don't have any Ace Frehley story. Why would you think I've got Ace Frehley story? I don't fucking know him. I didn't like KISS.
You got a fucking story on everything, man.
I didn't like KISS.
I wasn't a really big KISS. Were you a big KISS fan?
Oh, as well, I was 6 years old in 1980. I do remember in the backyard holding a tennis racket, doing air guitar to a couple of KISS songs. So that's my first.
You were actually doing the Ace Frehley in the backyard.
Exactly,
in the backyard.
Exactly. But they were a phenomenon, weren't they? Really? So
yeah,
They were. But for me at the time, when did they come? Late 70s?
Yeah, 73 or so. Yeah.
Right. So I was 14, 15. I'm into Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, and all that. Them with the gear on it.
It was a bit weird.
But then, as I grew up, and even we played a couple of songs in the band.
Yeah,
the songs were so cleverly written, like really had a lot of hooks in them. They were clever, and they played it off well, and they kept their identities hidden for a while. Remember when they said they were knights in the service of Satan? That's what KISS said. All this shit come out, and it was crazy.
Yeah, wow.
And it's funny when I heard about, someone said, these guys are really good-looking blokes when they take their masks off. From the groupies, the women would always say that and go, and I used to always wait till they did it, and then they did it. And those albums, when they were unmasked, were my favourite albums.
Really?
Yeah. The great riff songs. I don't know what happened to them, but they kind of changed, maybe because Vinnie Moore started playing guitar. And
Vinnie Vincent,
sorry. And, who's Vinnie Moore? Is he the footballer?
No, Vinnie Moore was a guitar player too, but
it was Vinnie Vincent.
Vinnie Vincent.
Do you want me to read this?
Yeah, go, mate, yeah.
Paul Daniel Ace Frehley, born in April 27, 1951, was an American musician, original lead guitarist and founding member of the rock band KISS. He invented the persona of the Spaceman, a.k.a. Space Ace, and originally played with the group from its inception in 73 until his departure in 82, before later rejoining. After leaving KISS in 82, Frehley formed his own band, Frehley's Comet, released 2 albums with the group. He subsequently embarked on a solo career, which was put on hold when he rejoined KISS in 1996 for the reunion tour. Could you imagine them suckers getting back together for a reunion tour?
Everyone loves a reunion tour.
Wow. His second tenure with KISS lasted until 2002, when he left at the conclusion what was really purported to be the band's farewell tour. He also Frehley's solo release were commercially successful, with his 78 debut studio album achieving platinum success. Wow.
Yeah, well done, Ace.
His most recent solo album, 10,000 Volts, was released in 2024. He died on October 16, 2025, after complications from a fall in his home studio. Apparently he fell and hit his head, I think he had a brain bleed.
I've got to be careful in my studio, eh? Like, gee, it must have been a pretty bad fall.
Let's see, here it says, on September 25, 2025, he fell in his home studio and was forced to cancel upcoming tour dates. On October 16, TMZ reported that he had been on life support with a ventilator due to brain bleeding caused by his fall. They reported his family considered removing from life support after his health failed to improve. He died in Morrison, New Jersey at the age of 74, several hours after his life support was stopped, survived by his daughter, wife, brother and sister. Following his death, his former KISS bandmates paid tribute. In a joint statement, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons described him as an essential and irreplaceable rock soldier during some of the most formative foundational chapters of the band and its history, while Peter Criss stated, Ace influenced and touched the hearts of millions and millions of people.
How cool.
Yeah, nice for him. But whether I like that band or not, whether you like the band or not, they were huge. Well, they were ginormous, weren't they?
They really were.
Yeah. When I saw this come up on social media a couple of days ago, and I know we've starting the album series podcast, and I thought pay tribute to again, a legend and of rock music. So and with Ray's 10,000 albums in here, I said,
we thought let's have a look at them, mate. You said
I said, how many Kiss albums or how many do you have Ace's solo albums, and so here we are.
Yeah, so we're going to have a look at them, and that's what it's all about, having a look at the covers and talk about them. So the ones that I do have, I don't have every one, but I have the 1974 self-titled Kiss.
Yep.
Is this their first album?
Yeah, and if you want to grab that, and I've got a couple of copies.
So there it is. That's the original Kiss album, and that's really when they came out with all this makeup, and we're not gonna.
So I'll just tell you
show
quickly.
Ourselves.
I'll just tell you. Stanley was called the Star Child.
Yeah.
Right. Simmons, the bass player, was called the Demon.
Which is that's Stanley there. That's Gene Simmons there.
And Ace Frehley was the spaceman with the two stars on his eyes, which he came up with.
Ace Frehley there.
And Peter Criss, the drummer, is the Catman.
Catman there. Yep.
Yeah. So that was it, but that was the album. Can I have a look at that one? We'll just have a look at some of the songs on it.
Yep.
I don't know. Look, all their albums were just really huge. It's really hard to. Sorry?
Blocking your face there with the.
Yeah, because I want to.
And we want to see Shugsy's face.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm really privileged to have the first Kiss album.
Yeah.
Like, look at them. They look fantastic.
They
you
do,
can
don't
tell,
they?
You can tell the makeup's come a long way since that first album. And then
So what year is that? 73?
Yeah, 73, 74. 1974. They formed 73. They already had the three of them, and I think Ace Frehley went and auditioned for them.
Okay.
And he was the last member of that four-piece band.
So was that, Ray, was that a time when those show bands, the sparkly bands that were coming on, were around, or did they start that?
I think they started. I'm really not sure, but I think, was it the Glitter Band and all them?
All those
Gary
guys,
Glitter, T-Rex. And,
Yeah, let's not talk about Gary Glitter.
Okay, let's call about the Glitter Band. The Glitter Band.
The Glitter.
The Glitter Band.
Doesn't take long.
No, sorry. And then the next album that came along was
Hotter Than
that I
Hell.
have is 1974. They released another album called Hotter Than Hell.
Yeah.
You want to see
So they
it?
released their first two albums in the first year.
Yeah, 1974
Because
release.
obviously that one went really well, and they just go, let's get into this one.
They had a lot of songs left over from this first album. Said, let's put them on a second album. And you could tell it started to get a bit, the cover work was really good, wasn't it?
Quick
Have a
on
look
this
at it.
on this first album, is Cold Gin? Is that on that? Is that on this on the track listing there? It's one of my favourite Kiss songs, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we play it?
What about this one? Hotter Than Hell, this album. Now, I'll just show you the front there.
This is mint condition. Cold Gin, written by
First up.
Ace Frehley.
There you go. One of my favourite songs.
On the back,
Wow.
half of the text on the back's in Japanese. You can't read what it is.
You know why? Because it's a Japanese copy.
No.
Yeah, that's a Japanese copy. Very hard to get the Japanese copies.
That's why there's Japanese writing.
What would that be worth, Ray? Do you have any idea what that might be worth?
Oh, look, I don't know.
You see the Japanese up there?
$30, $40.
Okay.
And all of the songs are here in English, but here in Japanese.
And if you pull that out, I think it'll be pretty much in mint condition.
Can I pull it out?
Because I've never played Kiss.
Can I pull it out and have a look?
Yeah, go have a look. Have you got gloves? Can you give him a pair
I
of...
know, we need those white gloves.
Yeah,
I know.
you do. And I think it'd be really good condition. And I need to change the cover, but take it out of the sleeve and show everyone what a vinyl record looks like. Is that beautiful? Oh, look, not a mark on it, eh? Is there?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Casablanca radio. It's got all the Casablanca recording. It's got all the information on here.
There you go.
Who wrote the songs? Produced by Kenny Kerner and Richie Wise. Manufactured and distributed by Astor Records. Have a look at it. Just to hold something like this, because I've still got probably 100 albums. It's so cool, right?
Yeah.
And look, when I move my hand underneath, you see I'm not trying to touch
Yeah.
You got to put it in the middle. You don't want to.
Look how you lifted that.
Yeah.
Oh, how good's that?
Yeah, I don't want to touch any of the songs.
Yeah.
When I'm touching it, I'm holding it here so that none of my fingerprints are on the songs.
Yeah.
I'll let you put that back
that's
together.
all right, yeah.
Dress to Kill. Now, Dress to Kill was a big album, brother, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a huge album. And there it is there.
So, isn't it interesting? They got out of some of their outfits and they put suits on with their makeup on to say Dress to Kill. Amazing.
How good's that? How good. I'm going to go to Dress for Kill. But it's a beautiful. Now, I hunt for album vinyl all the time, one copy. And I don't think I got that. I think that was one of Simon's albums. So very hard to get. Some of these albums, they're pretty pricey at some of these record fairs.
What do you consider pricey, though? What's pricey?
Anything over $5.
So what would that be worth?
I'm not sure about, $30, $40 maybe.
In that condition? That's
because it's in
pretty
mint
good condition.
Yeah. But, someone who's a really big KISS collector and looking for that, it goes, it'll go higher. Sorry about that microphone. Yeah. So, yeah. And the funny thing is, I'm just looking up KISS on Wikipedia. I have been scrolling up. This is how much stuff is on KISS. I've been doing that for the last 2 hours. No, I'm only joking.
No, there's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, so what was that one? Dress to Kill.
Yep.
So if I click on Dress to Kill, it's their third studio album, and it was released in 1975. And, of course, Casablanca was their label, Records, all the time. And, they had some, I don't know where it went on the
I want to ask
charts.
you about Ace.
Billboard, number 12 on the Billboard 100.
How, because I know he wrote songs as well, Ace Frehley. He co-wrote a lot of songs. But how good was his playing? Like, was he regarded as a Jimmy Page or a...
No, I don't think so.
What would he be? The 100th best lead guitarist in the world, or who knows?
Well, from my perspective, as him being a technician, like average, but
and that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Like, I know who am I to criticize? But as a
he's no Slash.
He's no Slash, but as his persona in that band was a perfect fit, and
he was good enough to carry off what he needed to play.
Great. They're iconic solos, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're like, there's no, there's no way to criticize.
So we're not
any
calling
of that.
him a Jeff Beck or a
no. He's not at that level.
But as a crucial part of the band from the start, absolutely
came
crucial.
up with the 2 stars on his eyes, and I think they continue with the other guitarists.
But as a cultural icon too, like for kids and people who love music, Ace Frehley is just like massive in regard. So
there you go. Now the next album that comes up is called Destroyer. Don't have it.
Really?
Must be hard to get.
That was a big album, though, wasn't it?
I know, that was one of their biggest
where
albums.
was it on the charts? Have you got the info there?
1976 it was released, and so they also released Rock and Roll, also in 76, and I don't have those albums.
Rock and Roll Over, yeah.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Over, over and over again.
Do you know what, bro?
What happened?
I think my sister
has got it.
I'll
swap. Tell her I've got lots of swaps.
I don't think I've got a KISS album, but I'm going to go through, and if I have, it is Destroyer or Rock and Roll Over.
Yeah.
My sister might have it.
Can you tell her I'll give her $5?
No, I'll tell her that you'll give her all your John Farnham albums.
Sure.
She'll swap.
Yeah, no worries
at all. She loves
all.
John Farnham.
Yeah. I've got plenty of John Farnham.
So I'll get her to see has she got Destroyer or Rock and Roll Over.
So how did Destroyer go? Sold well upon its release on March 15th, 76, and was certified gold on April 22.
Wow.
Stanley stated that the album initially sold 850,000 copies, well over KISS's 3 studio albums, and peaked at number 11.
Yep.
There we go.
But hang on,
Shout It Out Loud. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Shout it out loud.
And Detroit Rock City was on it.
Yep.
Remember the movie? They actually did a movie on that.
But what we're saying here is they released their first album in 74, and by 76 they'd released 5 albums.
Yes.
In 2 years. Like they just got on the
and also
got on the bandwagon and had
also Widow. In 75, Alive, which was Alive 1.
Wow.
Which was one of their biggest hits.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 albums in 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Prolific, yeah. So there you go, hey. So that's
And
that's
they put
that album.
Love Gun in 77. That's 7 albums in 3 years.
Yeah. Incredible. We'll have a look at...
Mate, how do you write enough songs for 6 albums? And then the live album's cool, but you got to write songs for 6 albums.
Look, in those days, that's all they did. They just played music. They lived together. They would record. The record
So
companies
they
would
just
steal...
drink cans of Coke and smoke cigarettes.
the record
and
companies will steal all their money. So they would... That's what they would do. And any idea turned into a song. It's not like now you're really picky on what songs you're going to record. They just recorded bang, bang, bang,
It's
bang.
incredible when you look at that, isn't it? They made
it's
5 or
incredible.
6 albums in a couple of years.
Like, sort of like the Beatles, sort of, where it's a similar thing where they just recorded and recorded.
You don't get it when
Yeah.
you look at how prolific those guys were. They were only around for basically 10 years,
Yeah.
the Beatles.
Yeah.
Less than that, I think.
Yeah.
The amount that they turned out of quality, when you listen to it now remastered,
Yeah.
Well, there's been like a study done. I don't know how they technically do it, but the ratio of the songs that they wrote to how many of them were good, it actually tops like Mozart or people like that. Like
Yeah,
the ratio
yeah.
Of good material
Yeah.
to average is they're sort of almost at the top. The Beatles.
I was mucking around on Spotify one day coming back from my sister's down the coast in Berry, and I found all these Beatles songs that I'd never heard. Some of them were so out there. They must have been the LSD day when the...
Lucy in the Sky, yeah.
But just amazing songs I'd never, ever heard. So fascinating. Why didn't I ever hear these songs? I'd never heard them. It was like this cachet that they'd sort of put away and these really amazing songs, and some were really out there too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
prolific writers. They all just... It must be just oozing out of them all the time.
But also as live performers, and you think of their stage sets and the makeup and all that stuff. It was a huge event. you
Well,
know?
KISS was KISS one of the first to put that big stage and the pyrotechnics, and didn't Gene or Ace Frehley had...
out the top of the
Yeah.
headstock of the guitar.
Did he have? He had fireworks and
coming out.
smoke
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
right.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons with the
Gene
blood
Simmons,
coming out of his mouth.
And the tongue.
Were they the first ones to actually go and do that sort of act on stage? And if they were, that set up hundreds of bands to do that shit. didn't it,
Especially the
really?
heavy metal genre. They really, like, I'd go and see, say, Iron Maiden, or you'd go and see something like that. They'd have the big stage with big ramps,
So
people
you reckon
running out.
with Metallica and all those bands that come later, they would have been heavily influenced by KISS?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Even those fucking boots they used to wear. How did they walk
Especially Gene
around on
Simmons.
stage
Yeah.
in those boots?
Yeah.
Gene Simmons were like that high.
I need a pair of those, and I still won't be as tall as you guys. Right?
I've read Gene Simmons' biography too. That was an interesting read. He was born in Israel and stuff, and very interesting life story. So,
Yeah.
but we're talking about Ace, of course, who's
No,
passed away.
but it's all part of it. You know, it's all part of the same. Now, Rock and Roll Over was released in '76, Casablanca, and went number 11 on the Billboard 200.
Yep.
So you know what I mean. So they were just
They were all up around the top 10 albums, weren't they? I mean,
calling a Dr. Love and Hard Luck Woman was some of the biggest songs on that album. Anyway, there you go. So that's that. So we missed out on Destroyer and Rock and Roll Over, but the next one in 1977. So 76, I've got to find those 2 albums.
Yep.
Love Gun.
They sort of slowed down after that. They didn't.
Actually, no.
76.
We'll go to Alive.
Yeah.
Alive, 1975. This was humongous.
Yes.
Widow. I've got 2 albums.
So KISS, Alive,
Yep. And while you're doing that, I'll go in here.
and that's a double album. It's a double, and what's on
Juice, Strutter, great songs.
there? Yeah. Got to
Firehouse,
Choose,
another great song.
Hotter Than Hell, Nothing to Lose, Come On
How
Love
come
Me,
you know 'em all?
Parasite She.
Again, Cold Gin, live version, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Again, my favourite song, written by Ace Frehley, or favourite KISS song.
Fantastic.
And he sings that song, too, Cold Gin. He sings on
Does
that.
he?
Yeah, he sings that song.
fantastic. Well, they did share the vocals, didn't they?
Yeah.
You
I
know?
just want to show you the picture on the back of this album. There's people holding up a KISS banner in front of the rather large crowd where this live gig was on. And in those days, you could go and see live concerts like this, as big as this. I'm going to see Oasis in a couple of weeks, and I'm really looking forward to see this band live because I know a lot of their songs, and my future son-in-law's English and he loves them. But those live concerts in the day, this is 73, 75.
Yep, 75.
Far out, man. That must have just been insane.
Okay, it's got here history. At the Cobo Hall show, which was part of that Alive tour, Paul Stanley began using Pete Townshend's famous ritual of smashing his guitar, employing it after Let Me Go Rock and Roll until it was eventually done after Rock and Roll All Night in later years. So go champion, Pete Townsend.
That was probably a 64 guitar that would have been worth $100,000 now, and they just smashed them up.
Do you reckon it would have been?
Oh, for sure.
It must have been a copy. Surely they wouldn't do it. Anyway, that was very successful, that album. So it was still in 75, and Ace Frehley's still with the band, and then we go to
Love Gun, Dynasty, Unmasked.
Ace Frehley, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, and Peter Criss in 78 released their own solo kind of album. Yeah.
Well, that was weird.
Well, so what was
They
all
just
that
went
about?
off and did their own
sorry,
thing.
here's the Love Gun. Sorry.
You don't have the solo album that released? You've got it there?
Yeah, I think I have.
Okay.
Love Gun. So what are they saying is a love gun?
Well, Shug's, that's his area of expertise.
A Love Gun. If you go on to X Hamster without the full stop, without the space in between X. No, I don't have them.
You don't have his solo album? Okay.
I think they're really hard to get, and I think they might have come. I'm not sure if they came.
There's actually a bevy of beauties, around the bottom of the stage, just looking for some love gun, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't have. They're all their solo albums, eh?
Yeah, yep.
Wow.
That must be worth a bit too, I reckon.
Yeah, more than $5, eh?
Yeah, so they're out of the question for you.
Well, I'll find it. Don't worry. There'll be people there trying to
Have a
get rid
guess
of
where
it.
this was mixed.
Where at, man?
Electric Lady Studios, which were Jimi Hendrix Studios in New York. Recorded at the Record Plant. On one of those albums I just read, they use these guitars and this drum sets because they want to use the best. It's fantastic. Cover and sleeve design, cover painting. I mean, you just don't get it like this now, do you?
And I'm glad you're going through that.
The KISS Army fan mail, PO 2100 Woodland Hills, California.
We should look at that because
All
that was
songs
humongous.
published by KISS Songs Incorporated. So they've got their own company by this stage, and they're fucking really going well.
But that's
Price 69. Now there's a number for you, Jules. Why would it have price 69 on there? Because it's Love Gun.
Yeah, because it's a 69.
It's the 69. It's the Love Gun album. So price 69.
And that's true. That's on there.
Yeah.
You like that?
But talking about the KISS Army...
What about down the bottom? It's got phonogram. It's got pornogram. No, it hasn't. It's got phonogram. I mean,
But KISS did that so well to create that KISS Army fan base, and there was they created such a huge following. So
mate, it's like what's the bird? The biggest solo female. It's terrible, isn't it? She just released
Taylor
an album.
Swift.
No, yeah, being a Swiftie.
Yes, that's right.
You were part of the KISS Army, weren't
Yes,
you?
yeah.
And now there's all these Swifties.
Yeah.
That's what I said to them. Are you a Swiftie? Oh, you're not a Swiftie.
What have we got next, Shugs?
That's a great cover. Yeah,
Great cover.
That was in 77. In 77, they thought Alive 1 was so good they went on tour and they did Alive 2.
Wow.
It's a bit different. It's a bit corny, don't you think, the cover?
Not as good as the first one, I
You
think.
think?
Yeah.
Includes a full colour booklet.
Oh, have we got a booklet?
Can I have a look?
Yeah, please. Let's see. I didn't even know. It came with a booklet.
It feels heavy. It might have.
No, not in yours.
No booklet.
Come on, Widow. Get us a book. Wait. Book? No book. What's he finding?
I'm just seeing if there's
I've got to change that.
no booklet
sleeve.
there
It's like Christmas.
and no booklet. So
Well, the funny thing
if
is
anybody's got the full colour booklet for Alive 2,
Well, the thing is, it's funny what you find in some of these vinyl records. I'm pretty sure I found a KISS ticket at the Horden to go to the Horden.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've got that inside my studio at the moment.
Yep.
But you guys aren't coming in my studio
So
because I don't want to fall over.
So 79, we're moving on to Dynasty.
No, we're going to go back to yes, you are right. What did they do? Have a break? does he?
Well, they're probably touring and all that kind of stuff, and you know, dealing with the groupies and all that kind of thing.
Oh no, you know what happened? I've got here Ace Frehley, 1978. Oh, that would have been when they all released their albums, solo albums. Okay, let's go. Let's go to Dynasty.
Yeah.
They also released the KISS double platinum KISS.
What year was that?
Like a greatest hits. I'm not sure. It doesn't say.
Fuck, they really tried to milk it.
They milked it for everything. And look, I've got the two different ones.
Wow.
You can get the silver cover, and can you show everyone the silver cover and the white cover? And that's why I got both of them.
Silver.
Yeah. White. More than $5.
Dynasty.
Okay.
There it is. I do remember that album cover.
Dynasty was a big album. Sorry. No booklet. I need a booklet. Look at that. Look at that.
I wonder.
Look at that.
Includes full colour poster. Look, this is different. See,
Look at that.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find the difference.
Well, this is full colour poster. This one, no. So, yeah.
Hold that one. What's that one say?
It's a different colour. It's a whiter outside of the album. See, that's sort of silver. That one's a bit
full
lighter.
colour poster. Have you got full colour poster?
Full colour poster. Yeah. Is there a poster in there?
Oh, no. Can we have a look? Grab one.
You haven't looked before?
It's really exciting looking.
I don't know what's in them. I just collected them. Oh, I can't even get this one out. Can you pull yours out? Can you try to
the albums you're talking about?
Can you try to pull mine out? I can't get the cover out. No.
Yes.
No. You got a poster?
Yeah.
What's
Keep
this?
that aside. Beautiful. I didn't even know I had a poster. Is it a poster? No. It's the cover.
Oh, it's a sleeve. Like
It's a
in a
sleeve.
sleeve, is it?
Yeah. Very hard to... I can't get it out. Oh, you got yours out. Mine's embedded in the cover. But that's all the fun of the fair, isn't it?
Yep.
So, it says KISS there. KISS.
Yep.
So no booklet. No full colour poster.
Yeah. Again, anyone out there's got a booklet, want to donate to my record room?
Yeah.
Triple R Studios. What have we got after that?
Well, we talked about this at the start. Unmasked, 1980. This is when you sort of got right into them, wasn't it?
Got right in, yeah.
Yep.
Great riffs, great. I think was Ace still in there?
Must have been a huge thing too back in the day. Like,
Well, is
no
that when
makeup
they
and-
pulled it
yeah,
off? They pulled all their gear off.
It was humongous. And I liked the whole idea of the comic strip. It's all right. I'll put it away.
What? No.
Cool.
I just want to put this one away. I don't want to damage anything. And I don't want to... There you go. So that's
Thanks,
Dynasty.
mate.
Unmasked. Yeah, the comic thing. Wow.
And I've only got 2 copies of that.
So
Are they the same?
This is when
Have a
they...
look at the back. Are they the same?
This is when they actually took the gear off, was it?
Yeah.
There
I'll
it
have a
is.
look at Unmasked.
And that one.
And that was his last one. He's did it. Oh, what's happening?
What, Ace Frehley's last album as a member of KISS? Is
Looks
it?
like it. Unmasked is the 8th studio album, released in 1980, continuing the band's departure from hard rock. Oh, this is when they must have gone disco, was it?
So is this the album Vinnie Vincent started with?
No, I think no.
Vinnie Poncia wrote some of the songs. But Ace is still on this one, Unmasked. Vinnie Poncia. I don't know who Vinnie Poncia is.
Is that Vinnie Vincent? And he's like Vinnie Vincent's
he
his
could have
stage name.
been,
We'll have to
yeah.
look into that.
Gene Simmons.
Here we go. The album features substantial contributions from producer Vinnie Poncia,
Oh, there you
who
go,
had
the
been
producer.
Ringo Starr's post-Beatles songwriting partner.
Wow.
All tracks but Ace Frehley's Talk to Me and Two Sides of the Coin were written or co-written by someone outside the band. Anton Fig is the drummer on all the songs. Wow. And 6 out of the 11 songs feature only one member of the band. KISS. Ace Frehley performs all guitars, bass and vocals on his 3 songs. Gee, so that's when they started doing it.
Blueing?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a long 6 years of just absolutely just getting onto it, just rooting everything around, just going full bore, eh? You got to have a rest, don't you? Eh?
I wonder after doing that for 6 years or 10 years, and you go, well, we need a rest, and you go home and you go,
Let's do it all again.
I've fucking got all this money, and we've been really super famous for 5 or 6 or 7 years now.
Yeah.
We've had fucking sold millions of albums, and we've just decided to have 6 months off. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
They go and they start writing again, and
Well, with those solo albums that I don't have, I've got the best of with their solo albums.
Oh, wow.
So they released one, he released one, but I've got the
so that's the songs on this are the best taken off each
best
solo
of
album.
their solo
so
albums.
there's Paul Stanley's got 3, Peter Criss has got 3, Ace has got 3, and Gene's got 3.
They'll just
Wow.
milk it for everything, eh?
1981. Music from The Elder.
No, don't
you
have
have
that
that?
album, no. So they started doing music for The Elder, for moving picture.
Is it a movie, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For soundtracks, I'd say. It was a soundtrack, but I'll look for that one. Yeah. Now that this has happened and we've come out, because I've got so many to find. Like I've still got my 600 albums I've got to find for the records room, and that'll be on one of them. Okay, but the last one,
Solo albums.
Let's go for the solo albums.
So we've mentioned this first one.
Yep.
And the next one, Frehley's Comet, 1987.
Yeah. No, I don't have that one.
Second Sighting you haven't got, Trouble Walking you haven't got, but you do have,
I do have. I have only a live album.
which is Frehley's Comets
Live
plus one. Yep, and that's
And
it.
there it is. It looks like a Kiss cover, doesn't it? Really?
It does a bit. There it is there. And there's Ace Frehley, Todd Howarth, John Regan, and Anton Fig on drums. Regan's on bass, guitar and lead vocals, Todd Howarth. I've never heard this. What's it like, Ray? Is it any good?
I've never heard it. I just bought it because it had Kiss on it. I'd buy anything with Kiss on vinyl records. And look, and for everyone out there, we don't know all the Kiss story. We're not really big Kiss freaks, but we do love albums, and we're really into the artwork and how they were produced, and that's our big thing.
Absolutely.
And we do appreciate all these super bands that released these albums. You know what I mean? And Kiss was a typical hard rock album. As I was going through, Dawson, I was looking at some of the other deaths in October. Do you know what I mean? So, and we were discussing. I was discussing with the widow, but John Lodge, and he's from the Moody Blues, and I think I've got some John Lodge solo albums. But he died he passed away on the 10th of October.
What was his role in the band of the Moody Blues? Was he?
I'm really not sure. Okay. Look, these just came out, and I didn't want to go right into it, which I could have.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? But I just thought it's funny how in October he came up, but no one mentioned him.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Do you want me to look it up?
No,
Okay.
we'll go through.
The next one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tommy Price, who played with Billy Idol.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Also Joan Jett and the Blackhearts he played with as well.
Yeah.
So, and the last bloke who unfortunately has passed away
Just the other day?
this month was Sam Rivers from
And
Limp
he was the
Bizkit.
bass player.
Okay.
He was the bass player. And I've got all the CDs of
He'd only
Limp
have,
Bizkit.
he'd only have to be my age, 50. That
Yeah, 48
Sure.
years old.
Really?
48.
Wow.
48.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
why you've really got to get into what you're doing at the moment.
yeah,
Because you don't know
life
what's
is
around
short,
the corner.
right? Absolutely.
So
it
Tommy
is.
Price from Blue Oyster Cult, he was 68. John Lodge was 82, and Ace Frehley was 74. Now 68, 74, and 48 are young by today's standard. We're all looking to get into the 80s, aren't we? At least.
But you know, Ace Frehley had the fall.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know if he was pushed or anything, but he's had a really bad fall.
So he's had a bad fall, and he's thinking he
Yeah.
whacked his head, and that's a sad way to go.
That's how you can go.
That's
Hey,
very
really.
easy,
Can
mate.
happen anytime. So.
I had to sit down on stage the other night.
Yeah, that's right.
First
and
gig
I had to
back.
do it the week before.
Yeah.
So that's what the vinyl albums are all about.
Yep.
Okay, just having a look at this beautiful artwork that they used to do that you don't get on Spotify and stuff like that, do you?
No, and I suppose we've just got to say thank you to Ace. Thanks, Ace.
Rest in
for-
peace.
Yeah, thanks.
Rest
Ace.
in peace,
Well
brother.
done, buddy.
Fantastic.
Yep, thanks.
And we just come in with a bit of rock and roll. How's that?
Again, rest in peace, Ace, and you'll be playing up there with a lot
I
of
just
other
want to
legends.
touch one of his albums again before we go. It's beautiful. Well done,
Fantastic.
Shoxy.
Now I know what to get to finalise my KISS.
You've got to get that booklet and a poster.
That poster and a couple of those albums.
That's it.
That cost around $5.
Yeah, free.